Hi guys, today I'm going to explain in this quick tutorial the basics of Trello and how you can start organizing all your graphic design tasks in your screen printing shop. For this tutorial, I'll assume that you have already registered on Trello. So as you can see, I already have different lists created, but you will start with a blank canvas. So when you start adding this list, you have to click this button which says add a list. Okay, so the first list you have to add is to-do list, and then the doing list, and then the revision request list, and then the done list. On each list you can have cards and you can move cards around. So let's begin there. With a card, for example, each card should represent a task so if you have a design for a client, you can tag it with the name of the client. For example, Joseph Design t-shirt. And then you have another one for a mug, maybe, or a sweater or something like that. So let's call her Mark Design Sweater. And then let's say you only have two tasks. Okay, so on each car you can add information regarding the car. So what you have to do is you can add all the information here. For example, color, colors to use, um, style Joseph likes, stuff like that. And once you have that, you can click here save, and that's pretty much it. You can use the comments to communicate with other members of your team, and you can even mention them. For example, I'll create an example for you. Hey Kakeho, which is me myself, I need to get this done as soon as possible. So I would get a notification that I need this done as soon as possible, just like you would get a notification on a social media account. Okay, so let's say you have finished it with all the information of the task, and now you can start moving the car around. So this is a beautiful thing about Trello, is that you can always know where your task is. So for example, the way I have set the flow of this Trello board is that when you begin, you put everything on the to-do list, but when the designer or yourself start working on it, they should move it to the doing list. That way everyone knows what everyone is working on. And then once the design is delivered or shared with the client, then you should move it to done. So here's the interesting part. As you know, a lot of clients usually require changes and revisions. So how to keep track of that? Very simple. You just move it to the revision request once the client has requested a change, and then you can add the change here. So you can say something like client set this and this, and then you can also mention your graphic designer, and that's pretty much it. So when your graphic designer finishes the job, he can move it back to done, and that's it. Very, very simple, and very, very powerful, because you will know the status of your task at every moment. And it is also great to organize all the information of your task.